To the New Zealand High Commissioner to Fiji, Excellency Charlotte Darlow, the Chief Executive Officer for Fijian Fashion Week, Ms. Ellen Whippy, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Bula Vinaka, and a very, very good evening to all of you. It's actually a huge pleasure to be here, and it's a different set of circumstances to what we usually get up to during the evenings, especially as a minister. But it's a pleasure to be here amongst such visionary, talented, and driven individuals within the fashion industry. Ladies and gentlemen, the fashion industry worldwide is actually transforming into a wider, more ambitious, and committed business platform. And that is why we in Fiji must continue to work together and build and basically create an identity for our Fijian designers. Ladies and gentlemen, since the inception of Fiji Fashion Week in 2008, we have actually witnessed the growing capacity of the organization Fiji Fashion Week, which continues to reach new horizons. They have provided a platform for our local designers to show their creative skills and encourage the proliferation of globally competitive fashion design. This in turn actually drives international demand and recognition for our local designs. And as we all know, Fiji clearly punches above its weight when it comes to creativity. And despite containing less than 0.012% of the world's population, Fiji has created a brand, and this is synonymous with quality, with high standards, and also associated with our pristine environment, which actually definitely includes our fashion industry. Ladies and gentlemen, with nominations actually ranging from Designer of the Year to Model of the Year and to People's Choice Award and New Face Model and many more, we're actually confident that this particular industry will give rise to new and aspiring designers to carry the Fijian brand forward. With respect to the Fijian government, ladies and gentlemen, the government strives to actually play an active role in the fashion industry, and through effective and enhanced collaboration, we are actually invigorating our fashion industry to complement Fiji's retail sector. And with this in mind, as you can see, the FTB also had introduced a loan scheme specifically for women and entrepreneurs to realize and foster their innovative business ideas. The ministry also has, in collaboration with Fiji Fashion Week, gone ahead to nurture and develop quality, locally made products for international visitors through our national brand of Fijian Made. So you can see it's a massive collaboration from everybody in society. The business of fashion, as you all know, is a result of our collaboration to develop the local talent and to enhance their innovative ideas and turn their talents and passion into income-generating ventures. There are various types of initiatives that have been implemented by the ministry also to help harness our talent and also give everybody a cutting edge at a global platform. The Fijian Made brand, as we all know, provides a business opportunity also for people to align with the national campaign when marketing in the domestic international markets. MSMEs, Fiji provides focused support for all our young designers and support MSMEs, and also with respect to empowerment, to challenge the boundaries and to create a more enabling business environment. The Fiji Fashion Week, ladies and gentlemen, generates significant economic activity. And these include the hiring of technical drafters, of graphic designers and fabric merchants to runway models. All of you only get to see the beautiful stuff, but you never see what actually happens behind. There's a whole lot of work that actually takes place. And all of that work is Fijian made. In fashion as well as culture and innovation and creativity, there is a lot of creativity in Fiji. We actually enjoy a unique advantage. And Fiji does not currently have the ability to mass produce like large Asian manufacturers, but what we did was we actually reinvented our textile and clothing industry to produce niche, high-end, and now designer garments. And during the pandemic also, I'm not sure if you're all aware of this, but during the pandemic, the industry worked with the protocols and we kept it open, provided by the ministry, which enabled them to continue operations, which actually meant that a lot of people continued to be employed. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fijian fashion industry has huge potential to become a very, very successful industry. And for this to happen, all stakeholders will need to work together with a common objective. It's essential to look at the future and opportunity to collaborate and innovate. Many local designers have actually embraced the Fashion Week as its central hub and business tool in connecting designers with the key industry stakeholders and consumers. Ladies and gentlemen, with respect to tonight's event, the room is filled with a whole lot of talent, and it does not go unrecognized. It takes creative minds to be able to do what you do. And from fashion designers to models to the minds actually behind the brand, it is all of you who have brought Fiji Fashion Week to where it is today. And it is all of you who will actually take it further. There are initiatives by the Fijian government currently in place also for your businesses, and I encourage you to venture into them. And they're, after all, put in place to assist businesses, namely the smaller businesses like MSMEs. And so with a room full of such innovative minds, allow us to provide you with a platform that takes you and your brand to newer heights. I also want to take this opportunity to applaud the hardworking team who are actually behind the continuous growth of Fiji Fashion Week. So for 15 years, Fiji Fashion Week continues to live up to the hype and the standards that it sets for itself within the fashion industry. Ellen and her team, please keep up the great work. You're providing entrepreneurs interested in the fashion industry with a platform to explore their talents and to be recognized for it as well. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Ellen and her fantastic team. Ladies and gentlemen, also the ministry hopes to continue to support the industry, and we hope to explore more collaborations with the team from Fiji Fashion Week. I just wanted to lighten the mood a little bit by telling you a little story about how creative us Fijians can be. And this has actually got nothing to do with fashion, but it's got to do with our creativity and our national drink, kava. One of my staff came across, some of you may have heard this before, and told me a story one day, and he actually comes from Levuka. Anybody here from Levuka? Okay. He actually comes from Levuka. You know, they're fairly talented people there. So during COVID, as you all know, we had restrictions in your movement, so you could not move anywhere from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. So in Levuka, obviously there's not much to do except drink very large cups of tea or partake of the brown stuff during the evening. So this gentleman decided he was going to have quite a substantial amount of grog before 10 p.m. He had his grog and he was walking home, and he didn't realize the time. By the way, my staff tells me this is a true story, sir. And he was walking across, and there was a bridge in front of him. And suddenly a police car came across. As you all know, Levuka was pretty much a one street. Huh? So the police car came across and saw this gentleman walking, and in his usual Fijian way said, "Oi, what are you doing?" And he stopped and he stood at attention. He said, "Nothing." He said, "Don't you know it's past 10 p.m.? He said, "Yes." He said, "Then what are you doing here on the bridge, walking home?" He said, "I'm not, I'm waiting for 4 a.m. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good evening.
Was in The Guardian just recently. He's graduated with a degree in fashion and design and is now working for one of the biggest houses in Australia called Zimmerman. Michael has been an absolute major force. So helpful.